Alright, so today we're going to make a mob spawner for Keisha. This is the player, or a simulation of the player, and he's just going to slowly move to one side. And this is a mob spawner. And for now we'll make the mob be a cube named Cubic. It's a rigid body. And we'll open up a text editor here. If spawner list not in own for objects in scene in own scene objects, if spawn type in objects spawner list append objects, else for ob in spawner list close list dot append spawner list. Oh wait, object get distance to object so we're adding a list to this list that is the game object, oops, and how far it is from the player. And then I'm going to snag this code real quick because I can never remember it right off the top of my head. We're going to get this sorted from here real quick. Oh no. That's strange. There's a... Oh, I see. This is the desktop version. There we go. So this code's sorted. That's what we're going to need. So now all of the enemy spawn hooks are sorted in order. And if close list 1 is less than, we'll say, 40 blender units. If close list 1 is less than ob 0 spawn dist, added own.scene add object ob spawn type. All right, now we'll see what errors we're throwing. Close list 1 is less than 40. Oh, I see. If ob1. Throw another error. If. And all right, so pull this down a little bit. All right, so we should be throwing an error somewhere. Print close list. Oh, there we go. Now let's see what error we're throwing now that the script is actually running. It's not running. That's strange. Oh, duh. Now we should at least be throwing an error. Line 17. All right. Line 26. Okay. Line 26. Ob0. There we go. All right. So that part is working. All right, now we need a way to tell if there's an active enemy for a spawner. So we'll do ob0 monster equals added. And then we'll do if monster not in ob0. So now it should only spawn one of them. Okay, so next we'll have an else statement there, and own.get distance to ob0 monster is greater than, and then inside of the monster we'll have a respawn distance, a kill distance. We'll just call it kill dist. Ob0 monster kill dist. Delete or wait, ob 0 monster end object. So now if you get too far away, we delete the property and remove the object. Okay, so now if it gets too far away from the player, it gets deleted based on the distance set inside of each unit. So next thing we're going to do is, if this distance is too great, we'll just do break. So this means it'll only process the first X parts of the list until it gets beyond this distance. So that should be just about ready. But another thing we're going to have to do is add health to this. And we're going to have to use Python to end this object if you kill it. So we do if property health is less than 1, Python, and we're going to store the spawner inside of the monster. So that it can delete its value. Let's see. Alright, so open the text editor here. Delete own spawner monster own.end object. And then set the health like 10 or something. Die spawner system. Alright, so now we're going to need it to only spawn it once until you get too far away, and then if you come back it'll spawn it again. So what we're going to do is do ob0 spawned true, and we'll do reset dist, and it's going to have to be bigger than the spawn distance no matter what. So now if you get further away from this distance and then come back, it should spawn again, but until then it won't. Alright. So it should spawn one and then not spawn anymore. Okay. So next, I'm just going to make some stuff here for testing. And this guy, we're going to have collision with rot u. Do a motion of spin 180. We'll see what happens here, if it works or not. So we should go past the distance, bump into the thing, turn around and come back, and it should spawn another one. Okay, and we didn't collide with it. Actor, box. Alright, let's see what happens now. Huh, not detecting collision with that thing. Static. I'm just going to set this to sensor for now. And it should detect it now. Okay. So it's bumping it and then not turning around because it's bumping it and bumping it and bumping it. So I'm just going to add a timer. And we'll do prop. Oop. Zero. And 30. Alright, so now it should just bump into it and turn around. Oop. I actually checked invert there, I guess. There we go. So now it should spawn a guy, go past the thing, bounce, turn around, and the next time it gets close, it should spawn another guy. Oh yeah, that's the problem. So if own dot get distance to ob 0 is greater than ob 0 reset I think it's reset dist. Let's just a second. Ob 0 spawned is false. So let's see what error we're throwing here, or if we're even throwing an error. If monster in ob 0. So let's see what happens. It should spawn another guy here. Okay. So now if you get too far away and come back, it'll add another unit. So there's the unit. We get outside of the spawn area, reset distance. Then when we get close again, it spawns another unit. And then we hit this cube at the end again. Oh wait, it won't turn around. I have to do property time 31 through 30. And again, this won't be in the player. This is just to make it so the player turns around and comes back. So now this will count down the value of time. And then once it's 0 again, it's ready to be turned around again. So it should just bump back and forth and keep spawning. Nope. Oh yeah, I gotta check this. So add the first unit. Get outside of reset distance. Add the next unit. Get outside of reset distance. Add the next unit. Okay, so it's working. There we go. This is a spawner system now. I could grab another one. There we go. All right, let's see what kind of hit we're taking on logic. And I might be able to trim some fat out of this, but I don't think that there's any more overhead if objects are further than the reset distance because they're not even considered. But maybe they are. Let's see. Oh, I'm printing. That makes it take a lot more resources. There we go. This should work now. Yeah, that's not bad at all. So this should do the spawning for all of the enemy units that are in the scene. And if you get too far away, the next time you come back, it'll spawn another one, like Mega Man.